Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Greetings. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, please. Well,
Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be exploring the world of channeling. Did you know that for thousands and thousands of years, members of the human race have claimed to have a special ability to channel secret or sacred information? from angels, from gods, and from demons. As time went on, beliefs changed. And now, here in our modern world, unlike the times of Greek mythology when the Oracle of Delphi would channel prophetic visions from the gods, people are now claiming to channel information from aliens. But are they really communicating with aliens? Or is it just another big con? Let's find out, friends. So many of you have been sending me various channelers from around the internet. And I think it would be important to point out that some of the most popular of them, including one Bashar, is very profit-based. In fact, Bashar, who claims to be channeling Atlantean something, he puts all of his channelings behind a paywall. Some of them do public channelings in order to entice people to get behind the paywall. And tonight's subject is one of those people, Daniel Scranton, who has been on YouTube for several years now and has a company called Scranton and De La Cruz Spiritual Coaching, LLP. And they're based in Hawaii. And it's interesting, it's very difficult to find any information about either Daniel or his partner, his business partner, who also happens to be, I believe, his wife. Very, very interesting that there's not much information you can find about them other than both of them being heavily involved in channeling and spirituality. And it gets murky if you actually try to look into their backgrounds, which didn't make much sense to me, but I was able to find some things out, which instantly made me very, very suspicious of this man and his motives. Here we can see, I'm going to share my screen. Here we will see his business filing is domestic limit liability partnership. Okay. And this is for him and I suppose his partner, Mary Chris De La Cruz Scranton, who also writes books, New Age woo books. But more interesting than that is that Daniel is living in a perhaps almost $2 million home in Hawaii, in a very, very expensive, affluent area. So occasionally people ask me, well, come on, these guys can't be making that much money. David Wilcock living in a multi-million-dollar mansion selling fake fairy tale garbage. Here's this guy, Daniel Scranton, who channels, let's see, Arcturian aliens, the Archangel Michael, and more. So we have the Archangel Michael, right? I wonder where David Wilcock got some of that material that he's going to be selling, right? Did you know it's very, very common for many of these New Age people to claim to be in contact with the Archangel Michael? I find that interesting. It's very, very common. They're all talking about messages from Michael or having Michael as one of their spirit guides, the Archangel. Great. But interesting that this man, Daniel Scranton, who I wasn't able to find any other reference to any form of income. So his income from channeling aliens is sufficient to afford him living in a $1.7 million home in Hawaii, which many people ever been there. It's pretty paradise-like location to be able to live in. And I find that interesting that this man apparently has no other forms of income. Channeling aliens is his income, and he's able to live in a $2 million home. I think that's pretty interesting. And also, what I think interesting is, listen, I'm going to be very, very honest. I tried to go into this guy with an open mind. I really did. But as soon as I saw that he was living in a $1.7 million house in Hawaii, and wasn't able to find, him having like a real job or any kind of other income, I became very, very suspicious. Very, very suspicious, as you could well imagine. Now, what's interesting to me is that this guy started his YouTube channel all the way back in 2007. Also interesting to me is that his channel boasts some 32 or 33,000 subscribers, but many of his videos are only getting, let me see, one here got 512 views, one got 815 views. Now, some of them are getting 3.4 thousand views, but something's not right if you have 34,000 subscribers and you're only getting 800 views or 500 views. And we have seen in the past that some of these people use, let's just say, less than ethical methods to project an image of being more successful than they are, to project an image of being bigger than they are. And we have seen many examples of that in the world of conspiracy land or UFO land or, the crystal hippie bitch land with all the new age people. Many of them pretend to be much bigger than they are. It's the fake it till you make it thing. And Daniel Scranton, by all accounts, must be very, very successful, as I'm assuming he is, as a alien channeler, because he's living in a $1.7 million home in Hawaii. Pretty good. He must be making a pretty good living. So I wondered about his what is it that he is selling, and we're going to get into that because his website is very, very interesting. But before we do that, I thought it would be interesting to see him. I have a video here queued. Daniel Scranton channels a light language from the Arcturian Council. And I'm sorry, I misspelled Arcturian alien. And by the way, I just want to ask Mr. Scranton, does he have any proof that a race of aliens called the Arcturians actually exists? Here's the problem that I have, and I've brought up this analogy many, many times. If you were to hire me to say, cut your lawn, cut your grass, and I said, I'll do that for $50, and then you gave me the $50 and 1 second, sorry about that. So if I gave you, if you gave me $50 to perform a service for you, like cutting your grass, right? And then I just pretended to cut your grass and I kept your $50, that wouldn't be right? That would be a form of fraud. But somehow these psychics and these alien channelers can just pretend. How can we be sure that he's actually providing the services he is charging people money for? We can't. And what is this, a gray area in the law? I don't know. I'm not a police officer, and I'm not a law enforcement professional or district attorney somewhere, prosecutor somewhere. But the fact that this guy can just say, well, I'm channeling Arcturian aliens or archangels. He's channeling a whole council of aliens, and take money from people for secret knowledge that he, I guess, is saying he's getting from Arcturian aliens. I don't know. I just have a problem with this. If you can't actually even prove that you're providing the service that you're charging people money for, how is that fair? How is that legal? I don't know. Um, so we're going to cite fair use, and this is a transformative work. So one of the things that he sells, Daniel Scranton, is light language passages for different things, like opening your personal portal to the solstice energies. That was one. $14.44. That one costs, right? Light language for rewriting your soul blueprint and all soul contracts. That's $14 too. It's like a buffet of bullshit, this guy's website. Light languages. Oh, yeah. Oh, 1 second. Hello? Oh, hold on. Thank you. 1 second, friends. I'm aware there's a technical problem and I'm going to fix it right now. So please bear with me. Oh, the microphone switched. I don't know why that happens. 1 second, friends. There we go. That should be better. I apologize. And thank you to Kari for monitoring the broadcast. I don't know what's going on lately, but I'm getting my microphone either muting or switching on its own. I didn't do that. Maybe it's the Arcturian aliens trying to attack me for questioning their earthly vessel, right? Yeah. So let's listen to this person as they are speaking in a light language. And by the way, this is very similar to the Christian concept of speaking in tongues. And you'll notice that many very conservative Christian churches, they claim that their ministers and other people can speak in tongues. But one of the things about these light languages and speaking in tongues that you will notice, ask a linguist. I did. I asked somebody who is an expert linguist, and I had them listen to some people speaking in tongues and listen to some people like Daniel speaking this so-called light language. And I wanted to know, is this some kind of, maybe it's an ancient language, as some of these people claim, like they'll claim they're speaking ancient Sumerian or something like that. I don't buy it. And we're going to get into that. But if you give this stuff to a real or expert linguist and you ask them to listen to it to see if it's just, what you get is it's just gibberish. And I've sent some of this stuff to multiple people who are language experts, linguists or translators, and one of them is like speaks 8 languages. I would think he would recognize at least the base or root language of this stuff if it's real language. No, it sounds like gibberish. And I believe it sounds like gibberish because it is gibberish. But you be the judge, friends. So this is fair use. We're going to educate the public, right? About this man who's taking people's money, claiming that he's speaking light languages from the Arcturian Council.
Hi, everyone. Daniel Scranton here, wanting to talk to you about light languages and give you a brief demonstration. I've been speaking light languages for over 5.5 years. I've never really done much with them in terms of speaking them intentionally. It's more been something that's happened to me at various times. And when it happens, I always think it's cool and fun, but now I want to start using it as a way of teaching people how to channel, and also as a way for me to connect more deeply with the beings that I channel, because I feel like light languages bypass the mind, and they're a very pure way of expressing the energy that we're connected to when we channel different beings. So
yeah, I'm not buying this.
Today my intention is going to be to channel the Arcturians I've been working with and channel light language from them that will be new to me because I've not done this before. And so hopefully when you listen to this, you receive it in a way. You don't have to like interpret it into English. You don't have to try and make sense of it in our language or any language. But just let it sink in, let it hit you in the way that it will. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, can't wait. What's that? What is this guy doing? Oh shit! Praise the cash! He's speaking in light language! Praise the cash! Praise the cash! This man is speaking in light language! Praise the cash, friends! Those crystal hippie bitches are gonna love this shit!
Pakatapoko tiki tiki tuku 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 nakana tokoto pakatamanana pokoto toto akatata tata pokoto toto toto ninekata pokoto toto pokoto toto pokoto toto piki titi apakata po o.
Praise the cash! We're speaking in the light language. Praise the cash, friends. Praise it. The money's just going to be rolling in after I'm trying to sing along, but I don't know this song.
So,
it's exhausted.
As you may have heard there, towards the end, it became very sing-songy, and that's something else to consider is singing a light language, because we access a different part of our brains when we sing than when we speak. So that might be a gateway for you to start speaking them. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Oh, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you for watching.
Oh, you're welcome.
Blessings
buddy.
to you.
This was awesome.
2017, and go to danielscranton.com and sign up for my daily messages, and you'll receive emails also that let you know when I'm doing the next of those light language classes that I'm teaching now. All right. Thanks again. Bye for now.
Yeah, so what we get,
it's official,
from Daniel Scranton, mostly on his website, is samples. You know, it's the free sample YouTube channel. But in order to access the really good stuff or ask questions of this Daniel Scranton, who can channel Arcturian alien councils, whole councils of aliens, not just one alien, dude. This guy is not just channeling one alien, okay? Like that amateur. You know, those amateurs. He's got a whole council. Yes. And, but I wondered, do this and change everything for the better. And this is a newer video of his titled, Do This and Everything Will Change for the Better. And he's going to channel the 9D Arcturian Council. But pardon me, friends, he's still hooting and hollering, and I have to, it's like 4 minutes of him doing that thing we saw at the beginning of our broadcast. And all this shit for like 5 minutes of the video. So let me get it past that. Yeah, we'll see what the Arcturian aliens tell us to do that will change everything for us for the better. I think I have it queued. Yes, I do. Close enough. And again, we're citing fair use. This is a transformative work. And we're educating the public about this man who channels aliens. Yes, Daniel Scranton. And do this, and everything will change for you for the better. And this is a message from the 9D. Forget about those amateurs with their 4D, 5D. No, Daniel Scranton is up to 9D. Arcturian Council, channeled by Daniel Scranton.
We will never pretend to be something we are not, and we will always follow.
That's right. That's how you join my cult. You hit the like button. If this guy can do it.
We are now beings who think and feel without bodies.
Okay.
And so there is no lying in the ninth dimension, because there is no way of hiding what you are thinking or feeling from any other being or
could be
collective.
Source.
We are all open books. And it is very liberating to be that way. Whatever it is you think you need to hide from someone else will probably come out eventually. And you are communicating it to them subconsciously and non-verbally anyway.
I'm getting
so you might as well verbalize it in a way that feels good to you.
Thank you, Elish. You're always welcome.
We know conversations that you have with other people are not always easy.
Yeah, I noticed that, Witchy Gypsy.
But we also know that it benefits you so much to accept, to make peace with whatever it is you want to express to another person. And then to express it from that place of peace within yourself.
Does this sound like it's coming from aliens?
Oftentimes, you all are surprised by the responses of others.
People send them to me.
What you have to say.
You should see my inbox, Kelly Gregory. It's pretty crazy.
And that heavy burden, that weight that you carried around with you for so long is gone. And you realize it was unnecessary from the very beginning to carry it.
What's with the hands? You got to have hands up in the sky. Is that the antenna? Raising the antenna. Channeling the aliens.
To share with others. There is so much that you can give to your fellow humans, including the permission to be exactly who they are and to speak their truth to whomever they need to speak it to in their lives.
And this is what always confuses me. All of these people who claim that they're channeling aliens, and what are the messages about? Like, be kind to your fellow human being. Don't lie. Be more of service to others than service to self. As if aliens are all sitting around on their home planets going, you know what we should do today? We should help those Earth people love each other more. We should help those Earth people to become more spiritual and less greedy, right? Or something. It's bizarre. Like, why would aliens care about the spiritual development of another intelligent race light years away from where they live or whatever? And aliens could be light years, or could be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of years ahead of us, technologically, spiritually, whatever. Why would they care about us? And why would they choose this guy to speak their sacred messages from? And then this guy puts it on the internet for $14.44. if you think none of this shit makes any sense, then you are not a wackadoo. What person thinks that this logically, let's just go through it a little bit. Okay, so according to this guy, Daniel Scranton, there's an Arcturian, there's a race of Arcturian aliens, right? Which, by the way, is not unique to him. He, like many people, all right, so Arcturians are a humanoid extraterrestrial species native to the planet Arcturus. And really, the definition here of the Arcturians depends on who you ask. They were so he's apparently in communication with an alien species, but not a unique alien species, an alien species that many other people before him have talked about. He just so happened to communicate with them. And, I don't know the explanation for his superpowers, but if he is a channel, shouldn't he be able to communicate with other aliens, like unique aliens we've never heard of or encountered before in popular culture? Why would he pick an existing alien race to do this with? I don't know, but that doesn't make sense. And it also, if we walk through this logically, so there's a race of Arcturian aliens somewhere in the universe, and they are so concerned with humanity's spiritual development that they have to channel messages across star systems to this guy. And then this guy puts them on his website for $14.44. And apparently sells very expensive courses like David Wilcock for how you too can channel the Arcturian aliens. And those courses are around $300. I mean, if there really is a race of Arcturian aliens, they're greedy motherfuckers, these Arcturian aliens. And we got to do something about this, because there, believe it or not, are multiple people on Earth channeling Arcturian aliens and charging people a lot of money for it. So those Arcturian aliens must be greedy aliens like the Ferengi, right? Why would they want this guy to put things on the internet for money? Why would they want this guy to teach other people how to communicate with them through channeling for a whole lot of money, like $300? Does this sound like, does this sound like this makes sense? And this is what I wonder about the people that are sending this guy money. I wonder, have they thought through this at all with just a little bit of logic, a little bit of discernment, a little bit of critical thinking before? And look, some people may say, well, he's not hurting anybody, Stephen. We'll get into that. Yes, he is. He's hurting stupid, vulnerable people, in my opinion. And we'll get into the reasons why for that. But let's get back to the Arcturian aliens' message for humanity that was so critically important that they beamed it across, I don't know, many, many star systems in order to reach their channel on Earth, their special emissary to bring us these messages, who's living in a $1.7 million house in Florida, in Hawaii. This man, Daniel Scranton, what message is so important that they have to go through all of this to bring us this important message? And then Daniel Scranton will sell us stuff from them. Awesome.
Be true to yourselves.
Isn't that a song?
Going where you want to go, doing what you want to do, and being with whomever you want to be with in any given moment. You do not need to hold anything in or suffer in silence.
This is terrible advice.
Because sometimes you will communicate something to someone and they will feel relieved because they felt the same way.
Got to change the antenna sometimes, right?
There are so many advantages to opening up including the fact that you will be preparing yourselves for the fifth dimension, where you too will all be telepathic and there will be no hiding.
There we go. You remember David Wilcock promising everybody we were all going to get superpowers? This guy does a lot of the same thing, promising people that all of these great changes are coming and you must prepare. But it's not from him. It's from the aliens.
Of anything, from anyone. Now, one of the most important things that you can communicate to another person is what you are feeling. And oftentimes you will think you are communicating what you are feeling when you are actually not communicating it at all. You need to tell the person how you feel in emotional words.
And you got to use emotional words.
Really understand what you are going through.
This makes sense.
And so they have the opportunity then to be compassionate to you. Doing this will change everything. It will release blockages. It will free you of stuck emotional energy.
I got a lot of stuck emotional energy.
It will then allow you to feel the way that you want to feel and therefore manifest what you want to manifest in your life. You will also then see whether the other person you are with actually cares about how you feel or not.
Okay, so the Arcturian aliens and aliens from another star system are channeling a message to this Earthman, and they're very concerned that you are with the proper romantic partner in your life. Those aliens care about you and making sure that you have a good life partner, your twin flame, right? He sells something about that too. For $14.44, you can use his light language activation to attract your soulmate and twin flame.
That information is valuable to you because you want to be around people who are aware of their feelings, expressing them, and who care about what your feelings are as well.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to be around those people, Daniel.
You all can do this, and this time of the holiday season is a wonderful opportunity to do so.
How do the aliens know it's the holiday season?
That you love. And
all right, apparently Arcturian aliens know Christmas is coming, friends, okay? Christmas is universal. It's on every planet, right? And this is so stupid that I can't continue. I'm sorry. I would like to get to the end of it, but it's another 5 minutes of new age spirituality mumbo jumbo garbage that's supposed to be being brought to us by an Arcturian alien. And I call bullshit already. The problem that I have with this is that he cannot prove that he's communicating with anyone. And like Corey Good, he cannot prove that this isn't an act for money. He cannot prove that he is in communication with anybody. But what I love is that you can ask him a question for $33, and we may do that. We might ask, can you prove that you're communicating with an actual alien species? And this is one of those things. Ask a question of any of the beings or collectives, right? And remember, it's not just the Arcturian aliens and the Arcturian Council of Aliens that he's communicating with or can give you messages with, right? And you can choose how many questions you want. 4 urgent questions are $333, okay? Oh, I love it. I love it. But now I have to refresh, so sorry. Wait, I wanted to get that list here of... oh, there it is. 1 second. You have to pardon me, friends. I'm a little visually impaired. It might have been there and I just didn't see it, but now I do. So remember, he's not just in communication with the Arcturian aliens, it's also the Andromedan Council of Light, the Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Ophelia, the Pleiadian aliens, Wan Yin, Saint Germain, the Arcturian Council. Oh, look, he's in communication and can channel the Buddha, the creators and the founders. And you can ask him however many questions you want. If you have one question, it's $33. If you have 4 questions, it's $111. And urgent questions are $99 a piece. Okay. So if it's an important question, it's $99. Okay. If it's 4 urgent questions, that's $333.33. Yeah. $333. Yeah. Now, can you see why I have a problem with this? This seems really shady to me, but it gets worse from there. Because when you look into this man's offering, he is making an awful lot of promises for, here we go, an awful lot of offerings here. Light language for making 2023 your best year ever. That costs $14. Light language for opening your personal portal to solstice energies. And this is really, really a problem for me, because if you actually look at what he is promising, it's problematic, to say the least, right? Because he's saying that during the solstice there is these special energies, right? And it contains the energies, vibration, and galactic light codes to open up your personal portal to the solstice energies, so that we can all benefit from these energies as much as possible, right? And he also says, the amount of light in a day notwithstanding, this is a day we have celebrated one way or another throughout our human history, and it will be one that the non-physical, extraterrestrial, and extra-dimensional beings and collectives have all noted as being important to us, to our Earth, to our sun, and to our spiritual evolutions. That's why we are being showered with much more love and light throughout the energies right now. So if you give them the $14, you're going to open up yourself to the love and light energies. And again, I think this is so stupid. And thank you, WC, who's contributing $5. We're going to get to ask this guy one question. And I'm going to have to really think about that question, because I'm cheap, and that's $33. So when you look at what he is offering here, it's very problematic, right? Awakening adventure video, Daniel channeling the 9D Arcturian Council, that's $15. Light language for a deep cellular cleansing and healing. Can he prove that he can heal you or cleanse your cells at the cellular level? Of course not. Light language for releasing all blocks to your clairvoyant gifts. I guess you'll get superpowers for $14. And here we have Archangel Michael, toning for creating and receiving miracles. Light language for maximizing the impact of the 1212 energies on you. Light language for opening all portals through which money can flow to you. This is sounding very much like a prosperity. A lot of what I've noticed about this gentleman is he's very similar to a Christian minister that preaches the prosperity gospel, right? You just give me money, plant the seed, and then you will experience all these benefits. Archangel Michael, toning for repairing your DNA. Again, can he prove that he can repair anyone's DNA? Of course not. This is garbage. I love this one. Archangel Michael, toning for releasing your excess weight. Forget about a doctor, nutritionist, or a fitness expert. You need Archangel Michael so that you can stop being so fat. $14.44, right? $14.44. Archangel Michael toning for decalcifying your pineal gland. And here's one, that he should be able to prove. Can we take like an MRI of somebody and show that they have a calcified pineal gland? And then after they give you the $14, we do another scan of them and they don't have a calcified pineal gland because you decalcified it with your Archangel Michael tones. Can he prove that? Of course not. All of the stuff, this guy is literally just selling snake oil. There is no way he can prove anything about any of the stuff that he's claiming here. And that's why it's problematic. And it goes on and on and on. No matter what ails you, he's got something for $14.44 that'll help you right out. Light language for tapping into the abundance grid. Forget about your money problems. Don't consult a financial professional or, a friend you have that's really good with money and can help you out of your perhaps bad financial situation. Just give this guy $14.44. Don't be cheap. Here's one for clearing cords from your past sexual partners. So if you're depressed over a lost loved one or broke up, a breakup that was hard on you, just give him $14. But don't worry, there is a disclaimer all the way down here. At no time should any services be construed as medical, legal, or financial advice. And should the service be construed as professional therapy, if any time the client needs medical, legal, financial, and or psychological treatment, it is the client's responsibility to seek it out. So he's not responsible for any wackadoo that comes here instead of a trained professional because there's a disclaimer. Light language for releasing subconscious blocks and negative programming. Light language for making September 2022 your best month ever. Activate your spiritual gifts. Boy, everything is $14. You can get superpowers, activate your spiritual gifts, free yourself from past bad breakup cords with those people, right? Release your connection to the grid of abundance, right? Light language for releasing sickness and illness from your genetic line. Got a chronic genetic illness in your family? Everybody in your family die of, breast cancer. The women, right? All the men die of heart disease. Just give him $14.44 and he'll fix that problem with your genetics. He cannot fix anything with somebody's genetics. This is consumer fraud, pure and simple. Manifest your best life. Gong sounds and throat singing for a full chakra balancing and cleansing. I love how these people always sell people stuff to align your chakra, cleanse your chakras. Sorry to let you know, but there's no valid, I'm not even going to get into it. They all do the chakra thing, though. They love selling stuff for your chakra. Sarah R. Adams does this, and other new age fake psychic grifters do it too. The Archangel Michael is very concerned that you fall asleep well. So here's a meditation for right before falling to sleep with the Archangel Michael. It's $22.27, right? Confidence, courage, and personal power. That one's $222. See, it's getting much more expensive. Some of these, and you too can raise your vibration for $333.33. $333.33. You're going to raise your vibration, okay? Can he prove that? Of course not. Light language for changing your beliefs around weight, diet, food, and exercise. That one's only $14. So what we have here, friends, and we're going to make tonight a quick show for once. I have some daddy duty things to do around Christmas, right? Yeah. So, and you can hear some festivities perhaps going on in other areas of my home. So what we have here is a man who is claiming to be in contact with several different species of aliens. The Archangel Michael and more. And all of them have important messages for us, but we have to buy those messages from this man. And it just goes on and on and on. Full vibrational guide. Activate your spiritual gifts mega bundle. Yeah, because the Archangel Michael wants you to activate your spiritual gifts by buying a mega bundle from this man, Daniel, who has important messages for all of humanity that cost $222.27 or cost $333.33. I wonder, do you think he like has a meeting with the Archangel Michael or the aliens? Like, all right, how much we getting for this one? I love it. Look, we need a message from one of you about tapping into abundance. Okay, get on that. We're going to sell that one. How much we're going to sell that one for? That's a $222 one. That message that I'm going to channel from you guys. Okay. Does he have business meetings in his imagination with all of his altars or these interdimensional, transdimensional aliens or angels that he claims to be in contact with? Of course not. Of course not. Or maybe he does. Does he really? I asked myself while going over this, does he really believe this, or is this just a grift? And he knows it's a grift. And come on, he's living in a $1.7 million mansion in Hawaii. He is living the dream. And all he has to do is sell stupid people messages from Arcturian aliens, Pleiadian aliens, the Arcturian Council of Aliens, the creators, the Buddha, the Archangel Michael. Why would Buddha want to channel messages to this man so that he could sell them on a website? Why would the Archangel Michael want to channel messages to this guy so that he could then sell them on a website? If this doesn't make sense to you, it's because it doesn't make sense. And I'm not going to really waste any more time on this. So some of you have asked me to look into some of these alien channelers. Here's been one example. And it doesn't take much investigation for me to make a determination that this is a con. And that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it because I simply do not believe that an advanced extraterrestrial race would go through the trouble of communicating with this one Earth man so that he could make a website selling their messages to stupid people. Or let's not even say that. Sometimes I'm not kind enough to people. Selling these messages to desperate, vulnerable people looking for something to improve their situations. All of these New Age grifters, secret space program grifters, UFO grifters, all prey on people who are looking for something. Whether that something is a feeling of belonging, a feeling of things will change for the better, whether these people are looking for something to replace their own failed religious beliefs that they grew up with. I know I experienced that for a time. I was raised Christian. For a while, I looked at everything. I thought about becoming a Muslim for a while. I read the Quran. I started reading the Bhagavad Gita and learning about Hinduism. I learned about the Hare Krishnas. I learned about Scientology. Many people are seekers like that. And these people, they prey on those people searching for something to believe in. And they give it to them. Well, no, they don't give it to them. They sell it to them. And just like the preacher putting his baskets out, these people put their baskets out. And I am literally blown away by the amount of money that some of these people make. Some of these, especially some of the top people in the so-called spiritual or whatever Look at Teal Swan. How much money do we think Teal Swan, look her up, has made this past year? Controversial figures, $1 million lifestyles, and many of them don't come from that. In my knowledge and experience of studying some of these people, it's interesting to me that they can make just that much money, literally millions and millions of dollars, selling lies. And we've talked about it before. I will say it again. The truth is boring. Reality is boring. Lies are sexy, right? Wow, this guy's really communicating with aliens and they have special secret messages. And I'm in on these special secret messages as long as I got $14.44 to send through PayPal, that is. It's kind of ridiculous, and it kind of makes me sad to see just I you know I can't get over the fact that every time I look into one of these guys, I get a window into Slimeville. You know, you're like every day this guy's got to wake up and go, well, we're going to need another message from those Octorian aliens today to sell vulnerable people. And it makes absolutely no sense to me that the Buddha or the Archangel Michael or an advanced extraterrestrial race or the angel Gabriel or any advanced spiritual being would want to give this guy messages for him to sell to the rest of humanity. And this is the paradox of these channelers, and we've got Bashar doing things like deleting everything from YouTube of him channeling. And if you want to hear him channel, you got to get behind his paywall. This guy puts out some freebies, but mostly those are commercials. He literally posts commercials on his YouTube channel for buy my latest crap, right? Buy my latest crap. That's what some of his videos are about. Buy my latest crap. Yeah, and we'll share one of those. We're going to share one of his sales pitches here. Do aliens and the Buddha and archangels Gabriel and Michael want him selling this super important spiritual information to humanity for $14.44? I would think not. Let me do that one more time. Yeah, got to get the audio. This is fair use. This is transformative work. We're educating the public about this man, Daniel Scranton.
Hi, everyone. This is Daniel Scranton, and I'm making this video to tell you about my latest offering, which is time sensitive. I just put it in my store today, and it's about the
I agree.
upcoming
S23
solstice. And whether it's the winter solstice or the summer solstice for you, it's coming. And I think it'll be the 22nd here in Australia, since we're a day ahead of everybody.
Oh, he's in Australia now?
But for most people and people in the US, it'll be the 21st of December, and the energies coming in are already pouring in right now for the solstice event that marks the longest or shortest day of the year.
I agree, JC.
And everybody knows that, who's spiritually awake, or most people do, and knows of the significance of it and how we've celebrated it throughout our history. And so this,
yeah, I think there's a Christmas sale. That's another thing. I'll bring it up with you, Gypsy.
To experience those energies yourself.
Yeah, I saw something on his website of like a special Christmas sale. And did you know that the grifters have Black Friday sales? You too can buy my spiritual mumbo jumbo at a 20% discount for a limited time.
You have your own access point to them. And so every time you listen to it, you'll be sitting with that open portal.
right near you to let the energies flow in. And
Can he prove that this stuff opens a portal? Oh my God, it's the Sarah R. Adams scam. Remember her? She was teaching people courses for $1,500 or something like that about how to open a Stargate. This guy, if you give him just $14, he's a discount psychic grifter. If you just give him $14, he'll help you open a portal. Sarah R. Adams, another fake psychic healer, garbage peddler, wants $1,500 to teach you to open a Stargate, but he'll do it for $14.
do what they're going to do for all of us, which the Arcturians haven't commented on yet, but I'm sure it's something major. So you can get this item right now if you add it to your cart here. There's a link down below in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And then if you want to pay by credit card, this is the button to press. Otherwise,
I love
PayPal
the
here,
pitch.
Venmo here. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy it.
Here's how to pay for this important spiritual announcement. Let me show you how to pay for this important spiritual information. Here, let me show you what payment forms we accept for this important spiritual information. This guy is a garbage peddler. I'm convinced. And but by the way, I thought it might be fun if we do part 2. Like maybe I could buy that portal opening thing for $14, and we'll see if I see a portal opening, right? I'm not going to see shit for my $14, but maybe we'll have $14 worth of fun with it, or maybe we'll send him the $33 and ask him a question. But yeah, maybe he was visiting somebody. He mentioned he was in Australia. Maybe he was visiting Australia on vacation. Must be nice to not have to deal with winter. He lives in Hawaii, for the best of my knowledge and information. But I believe that his home where he lives in Hawaii is for sale. So maybe, just maybe, he already moved to Australia or he's visiting. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. So what can I say, friends? I think that this was a quick one to go through and to sort of make a determination here. And again, you know, people are free to believe what they want to believe, but I do think that people should think this through logically before giving this man any money. Do angels and advanced extraterrestrials and the literal Buddha and ascendant masters all want to give us special messages, but only through him and only if you pay him? You know, I got a real problem with this, and he cannot prove much of his claims of what he can't prove that you're getting what he's selling you. So, you know, I have a real problem with this. And, you know, other people are free to believe what they want to believe. But I wouldn't give him any money unless for a goof, you know. Yeah, so now's a good time to remind you of 2 things. That one, we're a viewer-supported show, and 2, if you're listening to not on YouTube already, we'd really love you to come over here and subscribe. Here's Ian to let you know how you can help us by subscribing to our channel.
Thanks for being here. This is Truthseekers with your host, Stephen Campion. Please rate, like, and comment on our videos or podcasts. If you are listening to an audio podcast, please rate us 5 stars to help us rise in the search rankings. If you are watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you're listening to an audio podcast, we love and appreciate you listeners, but you are missing the live tapings. All our shows are recorded live with video feed. We'd love you to come be a part of our live broadcasts and tapings for the podcast. Head on over to YouTube, click the search tool, the little magnifying glass, put Truthseekers, one word in the search bar, and hit enter. You'll see a strange and mysterious guy with sunglasses. That means you found the channel. Go there, smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to receive up-to-date info on our YouTube channel. We welcome you to be a part of our live taping and our chat group during the live broadcasts. Seek the truth. Speak the truth. This is Truthseekers. Truthseekers.
Okay, so I noticed that we did miss some super chats here. I want to thank NVS150 for a kind and generous 99-cent. I think that's it. Yes. Super sticker or super chat. No message though. And of course, Amy WC giving $5 towards a question, and Annie Kurtz giving $5 with a super sticker. Let me see if I can't find that last one. Oh, and DJ G's with a kind and generous $5. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I'm going to go through the live chat, see if we can't share them on the screen. We try to do that. I apologize if I missed them, and I can only scroll so far back, so I apologize if we missed. Here's Annie Kurtz with the kind and generous $4.99 super sticker. Annie Kurtz, also a member. And we love and appreciate all of you Patreon supporters and members, super chatters, and PayPalers. That really does help to support the show, and we appreciate your kindness, generosity, and support. Here's Amy WC. We got one more that I missed in the beginning of the show. Early NVS here throwing down $1. Let me find it if I can. It's not letting me go that far back, NVS. I'm trying here. Frantically scrolling. I need a better scroll bar, right? Maybe. Yeah, I got it now. Now it's really moving. I'm never going to get to the front of the live chat again. Oh, I'm trying to get all the way back. Wow, what an active chat we've had tonight. I can see it from the number of messages, and I want to thank all of you for being here. Interesting. Okay, MVS, I give up. You're going to have to take just my sincere thanks in lieu of putting it on the screen, and I owe you one. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support, all of you. JC Owens is here and says, if one was somehow talking to some entity telepathically, there was no way to know what it is one is talking to other than talking to that entity at its word and accepting what it lets you see. I agree with you, and this brings in another terrible possibility. I was raised Christian, and the Christian belief is that if you're channeling entities, they're not angelic. If you're channeling entities, they're demonic or, dark forces. God, apparently, at least according to the priests that taught me, and I was educated in the Catholic faith and went to Catholic school for some 10 years, the priests told me that anybody channeling, if they are in communication with anything, if they're really in communication with something, it's demonic entities. So if we believe the Christian or Catholic faith or belief about this, that would mean that this man, if he is in communication with something, is getting messages from demons and then selling them. And I hate to say this, but that makes more sense to me than this man in communication with angels or Buddha, who is okay. Would angels and Buddha be okay with him selling messages, or would demons? Now, I don't have, I don't have sufficient proof to prove that he's actually communicating with demons. I'm just saying that it's one possibility here. And would demons be okay with this guy making money selling false information from literal deceiver spirits, demonic entities? Sure, they would. That's why it kind of makes sense to me. And we want to thank Chet for a kind and generous $5 towards the question. Well, we definitely got to 14. I think we might do the message so that I can do it live on the show. And we'll look around here for a portal, There's one over there. There's a portal over there, and there's a portal over there. But I don't think that the $14 is going to open a real one. But we can try it, Chet. And thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Right? And Patty says, just don't fool around with that. Yeah, I was always strongly warned against all of this stuff from Catholic priests who know a thing or two about demons. After all, the Catholic rite of exorcism. Did you know that in many Christian faiths, if somebody is, there has been multiple examples where, let's say, a Methodist minister is involved and someone in his church he feels is truly possessed, they bring in a Catholic priest. Catholic priests are experts on demons and demonology, many of them. And I just think it's interesting that a minister would bring in purposefully a Catholic priest when someone is affected by demonic forces and they're convinced of it. They bring in the Catholics. And interestingly, I was educated by mostly Jesuit priests, which is a whole other conspiracy and story as well, right? The 17 people are saying there's a portal you can see above the White House. Yes, the letter of the alphabet. The 17th letter of the alphabet people, they just might be crazy, right? They also tell you that you're a sinner. Yeah, they did. Which is the biggest lie ever. Well, I don't know. I'm a sinner. You're a sinner. We're all sinners, I guess, right? But yeah, I had some real hell and brimstone kind of priests. Some of them were really, really strict, and it was tough having them for teachers because they were like very tough on all of us. I mean, but I think partially our parents were paying them to be tough on us, but they sure took that responsibility seriously. You have to be discerning with the spooky world. Yeah, I would agree. Asman says, how has practice Preferred energy light got anything to do with anatomy and physiology? And I studied it. I agree with you. I don't know how you repair people's DNA through a message from aliens, but that's exactly what this man is claiming. The devil is a trickster and uses people for a laugh, while that person uses others. Yeah, I agree with you. Well, if you know what energy and frequency is. Yeah. And I agree with you, practice preferred frequency light, but I'm not going to share that one comment. The algorithm wouldn't like it, but yeah, my church had two of those guys they were put on the list in Philadelphia for having, let's just say, problems with children. And that was pretty shocking to my whole neighborhood. Yeah. The Catholic sin, or the Catholic Church, I should say, of course, they're not without sin. And given the current controversies with them, they probably do not have any moral high ground to preach to others or call other people sinners. I agree. Practical preferred frequency light, and good to see you here, right? So, what is... JC says, saying, well, if you were really X, then you should know, is called the no Scotsman fallacy. Yeah, I've heard of that. It sounds familiar. Yeah, this is pretty interesting stuff. So, friends, I got to do some daddy stuff tonight. So we're going to call it a short one here. And we will be back tomorrow with a longer show. But many of you have been saying that, the long shows are getting too long, and I get it, but sometimes we have to just get through a certain thing, right? So we'll be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. One last thing to do, and that is I have to check in with the PayPal people and make sure we call them out, just so everybody's aware. We thank every single person that sends any form of support. If you become a Patreon supporter or channel member during the show, we mention it and thank you on the air. And if you send a PayPal message, please, if you send something through PayPal, please do add a note and send a message. So 1 second, I'm looking at the PayPal right now, and we want to thank Lindsay for a kind and generous $5 PayPal pledge in support of Truthseekers. No message. And we want to thank Sweet Caroline for a kind and generous $28 PayPal pledge. And Sweet Caroline says, Merry Christmas, Stephen and family. Well, Merry Christmas to you and happy holidays to all. I thank all of you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I really do appreciate it. And we have done our due diligence. Everything is red unless we get anything new. And by the way, once in a great while, somebody sends a super sticker or a super chat, and they do that when I'm already gone, when the end bumper is playing. And I hate that, but we like to thank every single person. So I just wanted to mention too, I forgot this earlier. So last night that was ZZYZX. Zizix, I guess. That's the best I can do saying that. Sent a kind and generous $5 super sticker right on the way out. And I did not acknowledge that or thank that person because it was during the bumper. So thank you, ZZYZX. Zizix, you have my gratitude. You give me a sense of gratitude. I have an attitude of gratitude from all of you people. And I got to tell you that I take that everybody's support to heart, and it really is making me work harder. I'm trying to figure out what we can do to improve the show here. And I've got some ideas, and the coming new year is going to be interesting. Also wanted to remind you, sometime tomorrow, I have to talk to Spooky. We're going to be doing a pre-show for the Golden Probe Awards. If you look in the description of this video, there is a video, and you can see the nominees for the Golden Probe Awards. And that is going to air tomorrow. So go to their channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll know when they go live to give out the Golden Probes for this year, the Golden Probe Awards. I'm happy to have contributed. I'm happy to be nominated, and tomorrow's going to be a fun day, and we should all have a laugh and see what they've come up with over there, those crystal hippie bitches and Spooky. So tomorrow sometime before they do the actual show, I'll be doing a pre-show for an hour, and I'm trying to get some things together for that. So I welcome you to join us. And then we have our usual show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. That's all I got for you, friends. Any more comments or questions for me, please put them in the live chat. Please put them in all caps. Asman says, this show has gotten better and better, in my opinion. Surely more subs. Yeah, we're pumping up, Asman. It's looking much better lately. We went from really slow, steady growth to a big bump in subscribers in the past month. I think that is the effect of a big story, an exclusive story too. Other people certainly covered that story, but we had all the information first, and I truly believe that we did it best. I've seen other people talking about it, doing shows on it, covering it, but we covered it, I think, first and best, and that will bring in a flood of new subscribers, so we're happy for that. Spooky says, smash the like button and make sure you leave a comment for the algorithm. Yes, it really, really does help. Simon Fly says you should have more subs. Everybody tells me that, but we've done everything that we could to try to remind people, to try to remind people to subscribe. And also, before we get out of here, I would like to remind you of another thing. We're a viewer-supported show. And here's our friend Ian to tell you how you can help support the show.
Truthseekers is a viewer-supported show. Wonderful people like you who enjoy this show send pledges in the form of super chats, super stickers, super thanks, PayPal, or Cash App. Instructions for how to help are in the description. You can also join our Patreon And for as little as $1 a month, you can get extra content. Patreon supporters get a backstage pass, early access to all our production videos before they are distributed publicly, Stephen Cambion's music, private writings, a monthly show journal, and more. You can also become a YouTube channel member for $5 a month. A YouTube membership includes all of the Patreon benefits, plus a special members badge, priority reply to video comments, and the live chat, plus a monthly members-only video. We thank you all, kind and generous benefactors, for supporting Truth Seekers. Thank you for your generosity and support.
Hello, I'm Tom DeLong, and thanks for joining us live today. This quote above me actually happened to me this past year. I sometimes call to the stars a science fiction Disney, but for adults.
Now, goddamn it, Bobby, I don't care what Chris Mellon said on Fox News. You're not giving money to that blank 182 fella.
But Dad, they promised to build a spaceship.
No one's building a spaceship, Bobby.
But the Daily Mail reported that.
Those people are all insane.
They come to me with some of their results, and I basically said these results are shit. So I'm sorry to the people who are so frigging impatient that they won't get off their butt and go learn this stuff and do it themselves. I'm not your daddy. I'm not here to do things for you. I'm sorry. Get out of your basement and go do something. I've seen some of those snap your fingers reports, and they're garbage. Publish the darn paper. Stop claiming that. This is shoddy work. This can't go anywhere. Who did this? It's crap.
Square. Okay. Represent the circle, which is called the brain. Triangle. Okay. Represent all the brain. Brain. Okay. Represent all the brain. Okay. Represent all the brain. Okay. Represent all the brain. Consciousness.
Consciousness is part of that process,
That spirit,
that thing that is all encompassing
Of what a human being really is.
the essence of your truth.
For the masses. For the masses. For the masses. The masses. For the masses. For
You are watching Truthseekers, and we are the truth for the masses. Yes, and so what else can I say? I think we're going to bounce on out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. I want to thank our kind and generous benefactors, you Patreon supporters, you channel members, you PayPalers and cash appers and super chatters and super sticker purchasers. Very, very kind of all of you. Also wanted to make a note that I'm still working on our BitChute channel, and also we are a little light on the on the Patreon benefits and members videos. So tonight I'm making a couple of videos, or finishing, I should say, a couple of videos, and making maybe one more for you Patreon supporters and channel members as well. And we'll be giving you a little bit of a backstage pass into some of these new characters and some other fun stuff. Pins Reflector is here. A little late, but better to see you than never, right? Sweet Caroline. I knew there was a reason I liked Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline says, cringe, Jimmy sucks. And DJ D says, J Church, red sub, super mix breaks. Yeah. Twazuk. What's a Twazuk? Go, Jimmy, you Twazuk. Yeah, we're still waiting for Jimmy Church, by the way, to make some comment about the recent Corey Good controversy. After all, Jimmy Church made more money than anyone else helping Corey Good sell his garbage fake stories. And by the way, there's some interesting, funny stuff. Corey Good is tweeting all kinds of stuff. He's claiming once again that there's a criminal investigation. There isn't. Not that I'm aware of. And by the way, there have been various times when we checked with state police, local FBI offices, local police, where the people he claims to be going after live. There's no criminal investigation, so he can say whatever it is he wants. It's just another fake story from a fake person, right? Amy WC says, you are a one-of-a-kind weirdo. Take care, dear. Well, I take that as a very, 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 very big compliment. Where I come from, being a weirdo is an asset, right? Not a detriment. Tattooed. I don't know if you're asking about me, Asman. I never did. I survived 20 years in the rock music land in the music business without getting tattooed. I was always afraid to, because when I like something, I go all chips in on it. And I was afraid that I would like it too much and turn into the tattooed man. My best friend growing up is sleeved, both arms fully sleeved, and all kinds of tattoos. And I never got into it. And I think I've made it this far. And there's also a sort of religious objection. Maybe it was built into my brain that that's not something that you do to the human body. The human body, according to Catholicism and a lot of Christianity, is a gift that you have been given. And I don't know, there is some anti-tattooing in some religions, including mine. I'm sure the priests talk to us about doing that and why you shouldn't do that, because I don't know, they gave various reasons. I have nothing against it. I think it's pretty cool. Tasteful ones, you see those bad ones too on some people. I call them jailhouse tattoos, right? Oh, Asman says, I'm talking to a tattooed girl, but I want a full sleeve. Yeah, well, it's going to take you an awful lot of time to do that, and I wish you the best. You got to sit there for 20 hours to get a sleeve, the whole full sleeve done, right? DJ D says, Corey seems to be flushing out all of the grifters. Nice side benefit. No, he's a grifter himself, so, I don't think we should give him credit for anything, but okay. Not one tattoo after being in a rock band. But yeah, I know. I was once very pierced though. Does that make up for it? I used to have like septum piercing, and I had a earring on both nose, and I was pierced everywhere it could be, and I had like 9 earrings on each side, and that was my thing. I didn't like tattoos, but I did like piercings. And now I have none. I just let them all grow over. Eventually get tired of putting them in and out and all of that stuff. And I had a corporate job, I think, so I had to take all the earrings out and everything and nose rings out. And they close up faster than they close up real fast. I don't understand distaste for tattoos. No, if they're done well, if they're nicely done, if somebody really thinks about it and goes to a really good artist, they're cool. No credit, just looking at the bright side. Yeah, I guess you're right. And I should be looking on the bright side as well. The other benefit, sorry about that. I had an overlay on that I didn't know I had on. So the other benefit, I guess, would be that people are questioning not just Corey Good now. Some of the people that were heavily, very believing of Corey Good on these revelations are suddenly questioning some of the other grifters, that they also believe in or that they once believed in. And that's a good side benefit. I think so. I'm all for it. So, and we'll have an update about his rantings about, a criminal conspiracy. There is no criminal case that I'm aware of. He's making that up. And just like he made up criminal cases before, for 2 or 3 years now, he's been saying that all these people are under investigation, and nothing. And in that deposition, he was a little light on proof of all of his claims, wasn't he? Oh, I'll have to get that to you. I don't know. I think what you're watching is a narcissist melting down with being revealed for what he truly is. And, I'm still praying for him. Hope he finds a road to redemption, finds something real to do with his life, not, selling people fake stories. But, and by the way, stranger things have happened, some people in UFO grift land walked away and went and did something totally different. Never heard from again in conspiracy land, but they were much happier. That's what I hope for him. And I hope that for this Daniel Scranton guy too, because what's he do? Every day he wakes up and he goes, I'm doing a real good job lying to people that I'm channeling aliens and the Buddha and the angel Gabriel and the archangel Michael. I'm doing a real good job lying to everybody every day. That's got to be corrosive to the soul. So, I wish people like that the best. And My Flock is Everywhere says, great show. Thank you. 200 and something days, man. I have to look it up. I have to look through a calendar. I lost count at 180. 180 was December 5th, actually. I could count it up for you right now. Or was it December 5th? Or the 9th, maybe. I think it was the 9th was 180. So 181. Oh, it's 193 days. I guesstimate right now, 193 days. Yeah, doing very good. Asman says 180 days, brilliant. Yeah, I'm a better person, not on the sauce. And for anybody that's even contemplating quitting drinking, do it. Because I'm a little over 6 months in, and the benefits have been overwhelming to everything, to my family, to my personal life, to my business life, to my goals. It's been amazing. And I do. And I feel better. I feel much better. I'm firing on all cylinders, right? Thank you, sweet Caroline. Says, I'm proud of you. Yeah, I appreciate all of the kindness sent my way while I was undertaking this journey. And I still haven't decided. I may drink occasionally again, but for right now, I'm completely and totally off the sauce, but I'll revisit that at another time. Practice preferred frequency light. If you want to see my photos, many of them, check out on your Discord. Did you put them in the general section, practice preferred frequency light? And by the way, I should remind everybody, you too can join the Discord server and communicate with everybody all the time, not just while we're doing live broadcasts, and you are most welcome there. We have a free speech zone there. I try to tell people, though, please don't talk about politics, because that tends to piss people off, and then people leave in a huff, and I don't like that. Everybody should feel welcome, regardless, right, left, whatever, right? Amy WC says, Truthseekers, you have straightened out some things for me, and it's appreciated. Well, I'm glad that I could be of help, and I don't know what I helped with or how I helped, but I'm glad that I could be of service, Amy WC. Good for you. And we're all on this mud ball, having this human experience. I always think, why not help each other through that human experience? Why not try to do good things in the world and affect those around you positively, right? Try my best. So that's all we got for you, friends. I got blurry like Bigfoot there. That's all we got for you. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, right? And I will be announcing there's going to be a special show tomorrow in support of the Golden Probe Awards. And then we'll do our usual 9 p.m. show, right? So I welcome you to check out the link in the description of the video so that you can find the channel that the Golden Probe Awards will be live streamed on tomorrow. And you can check out the nominees and see how you too can vote, because voting will be over after tonight. We welcome you all to take part in the illustrious Golden Probe Awards, all about the UFO community, tomorrow on that One Time I Was Abducted by Aliens YouTube channel. Toby Waba, link in the description of the video. Check it out. So that's all we got. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks all of you for joining us, and we appreciate you being here. I hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and the other show will be probably, I think, 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. Well, I'll be announcing it on Twitter later this evening. Follow me on Twitter at Stephen Cambion. So until tomorrow, friends, my name is Stephen Cambion. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton, and I'm going to channel the Arcturian Council. Greetings. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, pleased to will is we are very excited about the energies coming in at this time for humanity. We know that you are all utilizing the energies appropriately